Hello and welcome to the video. Today we're going to talk about some things that make you a better Arlecchino player, things to keep in mind. Okay, first thing to keep in mind with Arlecchino is her kit, how it works, and keeping a proper rotation. So for her kit, Arlecchino is like a farmer. Now I know it doesn't make sense right away, but just listen to me first, please. Okay, Arlecchino plants the seeds of Bond of Life. Then she lets them grow. Then you reap what you sow. Okay? She plants the seeds of Bond of Life. You wait the 5 seconds for them to grow. Then you use your charge attack to reap what you sow. Right? Pun intended. Okay? This time between her Bond of Life being planted and it growing is a perfect time for you to switch and do all the buffs you need to do. So you do your rotation, you come back to Arlecchino, and you hold charge attack, hold the button for charge attack, and you do your damage. Okay? And then pretty much it's just repeat over and over again after that. Now, the thing about Arlecchino is that her field time can be pretty long because you don't really need, to constantly keep applying a rotation sometimes. I mean, keep the attack buff, yeah, but if you have full Bond of Life and you're attacking and dodging and you're not maybe not for clearing the abyss, but just for regular content out in the world, you may be out there for more than 30 seconds and then have enough time to cast Bond of Life again, and you may not even have to wait that long to reap because you still have a whole bunch of Bond of Life left on your HP bar. So the higher your Bond of Life is, the more damage it does. When your Bond of Life is maxed out, you do so much damage. And then on top of that, with the buffs, things like Bennett and stuff like that, you do a lot of damage. So keep that in mind. The next thing is, how to play her as far as just use her as a character. Now, she's a little squishy, she takes damage, and she can't be healed that easily. So, she can't be healed at all by any other characters. She can only be healed with the Bond of Life when she does her burst. Now, here's the thing. I recommend starting off with a shielder, specifically Beto if you have her, but a shielder just to get the hang of her first, and then going to somebody who does attack enhancements, like Bennett or something like that, so you can get more attack and do more damage. And here's why. If you're a perfect Arlecchino player, I mean, you just dodge everything, you don't really need a shielder. Now, this is really just based on your ability to dodge. That's going to determine a lot of what you can do. I'm not talking about C1, C2, none of that stuff. I'm talking about off the bat, what you do is going to be determined on whether or not you can dodge and how often you can escape large attacks. If you can do it often, then by all means, you don't need Beto, you don't need anybody else. But if you can't, then start off with a shielder. Then move on to somebody who does attack buffs. Okay, that's a big thing. All right, the next thing is some little things that make her strange, that you might have to you might have some mistakes. You make some mistakes in your rotation because of these two little things that people don't really notice. The first thing is, if you're fighting out in the overworld and you're fighting in the grass, Arlecchino's gonna set the grass on fire and it's gonna burn you while you're attacking. And this could be bad because if you're operating at a low health and you're trying to avoid using her burst so you can keep your damage up, and you're like, oh, I'm a dodging king, no one can hit me, and you go on and do that, you might burn, and all of a sudden she just passes out and you're like, oh man, I forgot about burning. That's one thing. Okay, the next thing is, if you're using your charge attack during your rotation or your attacks, your normal attacks, if you're doing like a string of attacks where you're using your charge attack, remember, you need your charge attack to be able to reap what you sow, to take the Bond of Life and use it to infuse your pyro attacks. So you might see the perfect opportunity and you've been using your charge attacks to hit a whole bunch of enemies do a lot of damage. And then next thing you know, oh, you can't use charge attack, you can't reboot your soul, and now you're out of bond of life, or it's so low you're not getting any real benefit from it. So that's just something to keep in mind. So those things, I think, understanding her kit, do the proper rotation, learn to use her, pay attention to dodging, what else? The fire on the overworld, if you fight in the overworld, and the last thing, which was I can't remember right now. I'm sorry, but all those things keep in mind, and I think it'll be make you a better Arlecchino player. This is definitely a character where knowing her rotation and her things makes a huge difference from the damage you're gonna do and the damage you want to do. All right, now, thanks for stopping by for this little video. Thank you. Go on and have a good day, and God bless you.
Barbados, guide us. Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion. Time to shine. Showering you with praise. Let's light it up. Teamwork is strength. Wait, hear me. There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Let my name echo in song! Why do they never miss? Off we go! I'm going in! I swear by my sword! Shine down! Torn to oblivion! Animal test 6308! Stop right there! Final warning! You asked for it! Body and mind. Overruled. Everybody stand! Barbados, guide us. Let my name echo in song! Shine down!
Doesn't hurt.
Inazuma shines eternal! Time to shine! Teamwork is strength! I swear by my sword! There is no escape! Now you shall perish! Let the world collide! Let's light it up! Let me weave you a verse. Justice will prevail! Enhanced animal modules! Laid bare.